lately, a lot of times I've been waking up with like hip pain and stuff like that. Well, your first reaction obviously is, I'm not going to work out today. My hip hurts. You know, that's a common thing. You know, you wake up, you have shoulder pain. Well, I'm not going to do shoulders today. And what I've actually done in my life is that I keep showing up regardless of how I feel. So it doesn't matter how I feel. And then what happens is in the movement, that's when the pain dissipates.
Yeah.
And I call that the distraction of movement, the distraction of where your thoughts go. Because as we know, there's nothing better, right, than working out. That pump, that feeling, like, you know, Arnold describes it as coming, you know,
Yes.
I come everywhere, you know, and so if people can start to, regardless of their emotions, their feelings, and their circumstances, and you just do it anyways. And in that doing is where the distraction comes, and then that's where the results come from. Is showing up for yourself every single day and just doing it. But oftentimes people wake up and they're like, oh, I can't work out because my foot hurts. I can't work out because my shoulder hurts. And then another thing too that irritates me is that, you know, my shoulder hurts today. Okay, you have legs. My ankle hurts today. Okay, you have upper body. You know, like there's always something we can do. And walking, almost everybody can do. Like anybody can just start to walk. And walking, I've always said that walking and water are some of the basic foundations of health that we tend to ignore. And if we can get moving and walking and being hydrated, then you're just going to see so much more change in your life, you know, from a health standpoint. But yeah.
Everything you said for me makes a lot of sense, because the problem with I've been seeing it too. I started talking to my mom with more intention about that. My mom is 72 years old. So
my mom's around the same age too.
I was telling her, like, you should do some exercises.
Mm-hmm.
So going through my whole process of rehabilitation, when I start understand how the body alignments are in all senses, I was like, oh, so squatting is being one of the most like exercises that people say like is the more harder to do free weight. But then start coming people out of school and PhD and, you know, all of this stuff, talking about the correct technique and, you know, biomechanical.
Right.
But even if I ask you right now, what's the technique for squatting, you will start talking about. But make sense on this. We have been squatting before we learn to walk, because the first movement that the baby do is that position to going up.
And are you not so jealous of these babies that do it? Like when I see my son squat, I'm like, man, that's an amazing
because
squat.
He got all alignment
exactly
correctly, and all the, you know, the lengthening of the muscle joint and everything is working good. So based on that, squatting biomechanics is in our instinct as a human. So now, if you ask somebody, okay, let's say there is no toilet, but you have to go, what position you gonna do? Exactly that one. If any human can not perform that position, it's because have an entire problem in his body.